Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. This is the show that we do on the channel each and every Wednesday where we review some of the cool new things that have come out in the worlds of heavy metal, progressive rock, hard rock, classic rock, jazz, fusion. That's kind of the realms we cover here on the channel. Today, pretty special day, right? We've got kind of like my little unboxing, although I've already taken the wrapper off, and review of Black Sabbath Sabotage-Super Deluxe. All right. Let's take a look at this bad boy, right? So we've got CD 1 is Sabotage Remastered by Andy Pierce and Matt Wortham. CD 2 and 3 is the very cool full performance at Asbury Park Convention Center in New Jersey from August 5th, 1975. And then CD3 is basically, that's kind of like the throwaway in here. You've got Am I Going Insane radio edit and the B-side Hole in the Sky. Okay, cool stuff, right? All right, so here's the box. Let's open this bad boy up. Of course, the top comes off. I'll get it here in a second, right? So there we have it. And then, of course, it's one of these doohickeys, right? So you got the little pull cloth. I never know what to call that. What do you call that thing? Who knows? Who cares, right? All right, so here we got the book. Always cool to get books. I'm a big fan of stuff like this. Had a cool book in the Volume 4 box set. I'm a big fan of all the Jethro Tull box sets. They come with the book. It's all kind of encased, and the book is the set. So here you have all sorts of great photographs and information about the Sabotage album. All right. Newspaper articles, magazine articles, and clippings. I mean, just awesome stuff. Information about the tour, all the different album releases and 45s and singles and all that kind of stuff. You got posters, all sorts of memorabilia, right? I mean, this is... if you're a fan, if you're a music nerd or geek like I am, and it's one of your favorite bands, you got to have something like this. Even though, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I have bought Sabotage now, God, between LP and the various CD remasters and issues, this is probably like the 6th time I've bought Sabotage, at least. Like, when will it end? Hopefully this is it. I don't think we need any more re-releases of this stuff. And quite frankly, the reason to get this, and really any of these, and this is the kind of the back, all right, which gets stuck on the back of the box. The real reason to get any of this stuff is the archival stuff, archival things that they put in there. So, but wait, hold on. Got to, here we have like basically like a little tour program. So this is like a little replica. Howard Stein presents Black Sabbath at Madison Square Garden, New York, Wednesday, October 3rd, 1975. So here you get this little kind of tour program replica. Pretty neat. It's definitely cool because I certainly wasn't seeing Black Sabbath in 1975. Being only 9 years old, right? I wasn't quite into the band yet. Here you got a kind of a poster. All right, we're not going to unravel the whole thing, but I think you get the picture. That comes in here as well. And then, of course, all the goodies. So you've got, and it's like a little LP sleeve replica type of thing. Here you've got the album remastered. Like I said, it's this is not a Steven Wilson remix thing. This is just a remastering by Mr. Pierce and Mr. Wortham. Very true to the original sound, maybe a little cleaned up and brightened, but it's not, it basically sounds like you remember it. All right, of course, Hole in the Sky, Don't Start Too Late, Symptom of the Universe, Megalomania, what a great track. Thrill of It All, Superstar, Am I Going Insane, and then The Ritz to finish it all off. A classic album, right? And one of those, I think, Sabbath albums that over time has taken on even greater appreciation from most of us fans. And, I'll be the first to admit, back when I was a kid and just getting into Sabbath, Sabotage didn't rank as one of my favorite albums. It is definitely a little different. Definitely they're moving into some kind of, progressive territories and whatnot. All these years later, I really do appreciate this album immensely. It's got, two of their heaviest songs ever, Hole in the Sky and Symptom of the Universe. You've got, Megalomania is just absolutely epic, as is The Writ, and, various other really cool songs on here. It's just a dark, foreboding, progressive, adventurous album that I think really has held up well, and kind of, when you really look at their career, it makes sense after where they went with Volume 4 and Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath to then go into this. Those three albums are definitely their more adventurous albums that deviate a little bit from those early, crushing first three albums, and then the, Technical Ecstasy and Never Say Die, which are moving into a little more straightforward territory. So that's the album remastered. Then we've got discs 2 and 3. It's funny how it's just listed as the North American Tour live in 73 and 75, Part 1 and Part 2. They don't really make mention of the Asbury Park and the date or anything like that, but that is what it is. A couple of these songs were previously released on the Past Lives live set. I think we had, three or four songs from this entire performance released on that. And this whole show has been available, via bootlegs for many, many years. But for those of you who have heard or had this show on a bootleg, maybe not with the best sound quality, these sound pretty spectacular. Or I should say this, I'm saying these because it's 2 discs, because it is a kind of a long show. But I will say, considering that we never really got an official live Black Sabbath album in the 70s, which were, kind of weird. They were one of the rare, heavier bands or prominent bands in the 70s that did not have an official live album when everybody else was releasing these legendary live albums. This basically is it right here. We had the Live at Last thing, which is cool for what it is. But, man, this is terrific. And the set list is absolutely amazing. So, CD2, which, the first part of it, kicks off, with Killing Yourself to Live. All right, obviously off of Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Hole in the Sky, Snowblind, Symptom of the Universe, War Pigs, Megalomania, Sabracadabra. Then you've got extended jams and guitar and drum solos, right? Then Supernaut and an Iron Man. And then we move on to the second part here, and we've got, again, another guitar solo from Tony. You've got excerpts from Orchid and Rock and Roll Doctor. Of course, Rock and Roll Doctor hasn't even come out yet, right? So they were working on that ahead of time. Then you've got title track to the first album, Black Sabbath. You've got Spiral Architect, Embryo, Children of the Grave, and then, of course, finishing it off with Paranoid. It's absolutely terrific. I will say some of the highlights on here. Spiral Architect is great. Black Sabbath is so heavy and menacing. Children of the Grave is absolutely crushing on here. Megalomania is so good. Sabracadabra. Yeah, Megalomania is terrific on here. Snowblind is fantastic. Killing Yourself to Live. Great to hear Hole in the Sky live. Supernaut is a little too brief, but it's very, very cool. It's all good. I mean, War Pigs. The whole thing is really, really great. And it's so funny, at the end of the set, Ozzy's like, what do you want to hear? What do you want to hear? Of course, it's Paranoid to finish off the set. But, a little bit of banter in between songs here and there. But for the most part, it's just the band is absolutely bulldozing their way through the set. And this is the reason to get this whole box set. This is the reason. It's just the live show sounds fantastic. It's the complete show. Really, really good. So thankfully we got that. Then, you have this, which is the little single disc that has the Am I Go Insane radio edit on here, as well as A Hole in the Sky on the B-side. So this is basically kind of like your CD single, so to speak. Whatever. It is what it is. No real reason to listen to this more than once, right? But love the packaging. Pretty neat. This is replicating the Japanese single release. So there you have it. Some pretty cool stuff. If you're a fan, you got to have this. I mean, it's there was no question as soon as I saw this being released. I was like, well, I've been buying all of them, but it just seems like we just bought all these remasters 3-4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Now we're coming out with the box sets, and it's just but with all these cool things booklets and tour programs and all, and books. Actually, this is a book for the collector like me. It is a curse, as Chris Allo and I always talk about. It is a curse having to rebuy these things over and over and over again, but we do it anyway. We support the bands and our love of collecting stuff from our favorite bands. So there you have it. Sabotage-Super Deluxe. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Stay tuned throughout today. We're going to have more videos for you on some new releases. Dennis DeYoung, Flotsam and Jetsam, Big Train, Can. Hopefully I can get to all that today. So we, cram them all in first thing in the morning before I get working. So, we'll see how many I can squeeze in. Worst case scenario, whatever's left will be next week. So stay tuned for that and more. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're on YouTube all the damn time. Black Sabbath, Sabotage, Sabotage-Super Deluxe. Thanks for watching. I am Pete Pardo. See you real soon. Bye-bye.